Hi, Bruce Taylor, your FrugalTech. I wanted to talk to you today about how to buy a phone system for your small business. Our businesses depend on reliable phones to keep doing our thing, and yet they're an expensive proposition. How do you buy the right phone system? What kind of things do you look for when you buy them, and how do you plan on purchasing one? There's a lot of questions there, so I thought we'd make a short video and talk to you about some of these things. The first thing is to know that there are basically two types of phone systems out there. What's called a key system and what's called a PBX. Okay, what's a key system? Well, you almost think of it as a starter phone system. Generally, it's going to be a physical box in your phone room somewhere, and you're going to have like a base phone in the office that kind of is the brains of this thing, or it's going to be a small box on the back of the phone system in the back room. Now, generally, these come in different configurations, such as the ability to handle 3 lines and 8 extensions, or 8 lines with 16 extensions, or 12 lines and 24 extensions, 24 lines and 48 extensions. They cap out. But what's important is in your planning phase to allow some headroom. Just don't buy what you need today, but plan ahead, because you may find it very, very expensive to try to upgrade a key system if it can be done at all. Now, a PBX, or a private branch exchange, is generally more powerful than a key system, more expensive than the key system, but infinitely more upgradable than a key system. Okay, so now that you know that, so it's time to do our homework and figure out the kind of features that we need in our phone system. Well, there's certain things that you should expect in any phone system, such as voicemail. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But sometimes we forget about features like call holding, making sure that our employees can put people on hold properly and all that work. Sometimes that feature is overlooked. Call forwarding is also an important business feature. The ability to forward calls coming on one line to another. Now, conferencing is a very vital part of any business, and basically creating a conference call should be simple and easy to do for your employees on the phone system. A speed dial is also another very important feature to have on the phones, especially if there's numbers that we routinely call. It saves time and that saves money. Redial is another important feature to a phone system. But another feature I think is very popular, although I think it is highly abused, is the auto attendant. And you have to be judicious with these things. You have to make sure that they're simple to navigate. Don't go too crazy with these things. And always try to give your caller an option to talk to a live human being. But auto attendant, if you don't know what one of those is, that's when you call in. For sales, press 1. For this, press 2, etc. That's an auto attendant. Paging is another feature that may not be all that important to you, but it's a great way for an employer to broadcast their message to a group of employees and through a speaker by using a handset. Another advanced feature is capabilities is what we talk about location features. So location features, basically, if you have employees, say, working it from home, you have a group of employees working in a remote location, that would be invisible to the phone system. Just be like dialing somebody else in that building. Now, CTI, computer telephony integration, that's a big one. What this can do, if you have a CRM application such as ACT or Goldmine, something like that, and a customer calls in, they could get a screen pop on their computer showing them, who's on the line. And so I think that is a killer feature to look for in a phone system. And then find me/follow me. That's just setting up business rules in the phone system. Says if I don't answer my extension at work, try my cell phone, send me a page. You can make these rules even more complicated if you like. So how much do these things cost? Well, a rule of thumb is somewhere between $500 to $1,000 per employee. Now, the good news is, after you get done with that heart attack, that's a lot of money. There are companies out there that now offer what's called hosted PBXs, hosted key systems, and that saves you that large upfront investment in exchange for a monthly fee. Companies such as Packet 8 offer such a service. There's plenty of them out there on the internet, so you may want to take a look at that as well. And of course, talk to your accountant and kind of figure out what the best way to go. But what you don't want to end up with is a phone system that you quickly outgrow, you can't upgrade, that you've got to junk and go on to something else. You want to make sure it's got the necessary features to that's going to last you and do you well. The other part of the equation is when you're getting quotes for phone systems, to get 3 to 4 different vendors competing on that equipment. Make sure to look at things like service contracts, maintenance agreements, and training for the phone system as well. So keep those in mind. It's going to be an expensive proposition, but just like our computers and our networks, the old phone system is just as important. And of course, today we also have this ability to use voice over IP with our phone systems as well. So it can be a complicated thing. So talk to your tech specialist and get some input there. So that can save you a lot of money. Hopefully I've answered some questions about buying a phone system. I'm Bruce Naylor, your FrugalTech. Always love to hear from you. Make sure to leave a rating or a comment on this video. I'd like to hear from you, and make sure to visit us at www.frugalbrothers.com. And remember, if it's in your shop and it's not making you money or saving you money, get it out of there. I'll talk to you later.